SpatchcockFunk here, hoping to make your day a lot less crummy. We are gonna make Butter Crumb Haddock, or if you're fancy, like, hello governor, it's also called Haddock Christopher. Anytime you have a butter crumb thing on top of a fish that's baked, Christopher is the end of the phrase. So, I always often think about food like Haddock Christopher or different things that were named after people, like the sandwich, like the Earl sandwich. Can you imagine the party you'd have with all the people that food was named after? Bro, you'd have like crispy, beautiful fish. You'd have sandwiches that were to die for. It'd be awesome, man. So we want to do that type of honor for you here. So this is using haddock. Haddock is a gorgeous white fish, predominantly served in the Northeast of the United States, but really across the country. But on fish fries during Lent, this is what's used. So you probably had fried haddock, and the way to serve it is the butter crumb style, where you'll kind of think, oh, this is healthy because it's not fried. We'll see about that. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make our mixture. Before we get going, first we're gonna take some black pepper and some salt on each part of our fish that we've already patted dry with a paper towel. Smacking fish since '94, y'all. Then, in our big pan, I'm just gonna cook one of these guys right now. We're gonna spray it with a cooking spray. We're gonna put that in first, long ways, for the mixture, mixing bowl. We have 1 cup of finely crushed Ritz crackers, because we put on the Ritz. This is a fancy dish that's actually quite affordable and has a really luxurious taste, but doesn't cost that much. Next though, we also have 3/4 cup Possibilities breadcrumbs. Now the girls made this special for us, but you can get their bread, dry it out, season it, or just buy seasoned breadcrumbs. We have 1 clove of roasted garlic, but you could also use minced garlic if you want, and the zest of 1 lemon. Speaking of lemons, we're gonna put the juice in of 1 lemon. Right over the top, because we want some of that lemony flavor in there to counteract all the butter sweetness. 1/4 cup Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese. About 1½ minced shallots. It's a little more of that classy flavor in it. A 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. About a 1/2 teaspoon, maybe more to your liking, of crushed red pepper. About a teaspoon of parsley flakes, we like that. Some sea salt and ground pepper to taste. And now, for more things to taste, y'all, we're gonna do at least 3 tablespoons of butter. Now what we wanna do is mix this all up so it gets like this really wet, moist consistency. So we're gonna get all this flavor together, and this is gonna be how things get real on that fish. After you've got a good mix, we're gonna put about a tablespoon of a dry wine. You can use white, we're using rosé in here, and mix it 1 more time. Get that flavor in it. So you got this buttery wine tasty thing. And if you don't want to cook with wine, don't worry about it. It's hard to cook with wine in my house because everybody drinks it. Then we set this aside. Take that beautiful piece of fish that you've already got. Take a little bit more melted butter and brush each side just a little bit so every part of the fish gets kissed by butter. From there, we're gonna take 2 more tablespoons of the wine. This is gonna keep our fish nice and moist and flaky and all that goodness. So put that a little bit around the fish itself. And lastly, we're gonna take this beautiful butter crumb mixture and we're gonna heap it evenly across the top of this gorgeous piece of fish. Next, slide into an oven at 400 degrees for 10 minutes until you get that little crisp on the top. Now, we have got Butter Crumb Haddock. When it's ready, it's still gonna be flaky, moist, delicate the way it should be, and just some parts of the buttercrumb topping will start to get crispy, but don't let it get too crispy. Now, it's cooked perfectly, so 1 quick turn, you can see the fish is flaking, but it's still got what we need, that moistness with this beautiful crummy topping. You won't feel crummy eating this. SpatchcockFunk, Christopher, whatever your name is, thanks for the tips, babe.